Welcome back, friends. Lost Skype here. Time for more Greatest Attorney Voice LP. Oh, I forgot this guy's French and the other one's Italian. Oh my god. The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout. Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case. We took the man's identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours. There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm. And the next morning, we let him go. Oh my god, this is the new voice I've given that guy. He spent the night in a nice room. It was nothing like a prison, really. Oh my god. This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man. But no, no. It was not like a prison. He was a very comfortable and a calm and a happy. Eh, Capo? It was never part of my plan. I swear it. Oof, so you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date of the ferry wrong. I won a little a day. I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it. No. Per favore, capo. It's not fair. You shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen. Oof, I don't believe this. How could we have been... Okay. How could he have been a real detective? Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination. So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout? The detective and the identification. Rest.
Hold it!
Do you realize what you're saying? You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either. Do you think? But there was nothing else I could do. See, nothing else. This was the first crime for the capo. He was at the end of his wits. I have told you before, Peppino. That is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind. What about this hideout of yours? An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street. Rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the capo here. An impulsive idea, I would say. No, not impulsive. Inspired. Eh, capo? What am I supposed to say to that, Peppino? And it was in the house described that you can find Inspector Gregson, was it? But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector. That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there? No, you're alright. But we couldn't be completely certain. Should I be more hon-hon about it, maybe? So, my touchstone for French, thinking about it, is French ladies, which does not help me here, and the guy from Fievel's, what was the name of that movie? With Fievel. Not Fievel Goes West, but the first one. An American Tale, there we go. That guy is very French. But I can't find that voice right now. I can hear it in my head, but I can't find it in my throat. Oh, you know what's another example? Ratatouille. That's another example of French. Oh my god, is that That's the old. I think the voice of the chef is the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond. He's like my bro, like whatever that guy's voice is, but Italian, but French. I think that's who it is. Even though I didn't think it, he was a detective. I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case. Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm trying. I can't get it. Too scared? Why? Because I had he okay. Because I had he come to the park. We didn't know. There was a chance that he had seen through my plan. And if that was the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow the case on us. Even if it was just a feigning to be an inspector, he was up to no good, huh? Without a doubt. I think most people would agree that it's you two who were up to no good. Well, see, you may be right, eh, couple? I lost my voice for a second. Eh, couple? I went through puberty for like a second there. The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner. No, another example for French would be the candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. I can't find that either. But I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place. See, I asked myself the same question. We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who took 5 shillings from that day. I've forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me. See, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said. What? He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude. I just politely asked him why he had said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification. What was Inspector Gregson playing at? Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say? Gee, we did. Hold it! That being his identification book here, correct? See, that is the one. What made you believe that it was a forgery? I never seen a real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, this man. Oh Lord, I was thinking it must be a falso, eh, Capo? I should have put a space between those two sentences. Went too fast on that one. It is just as Peppino has said. We were convinced it was not genuine. And so together, the hilarious brothers, we took the commander captive. All we did was shove him inside a locked room. Then we made preparations to transport all the money. In for a penny, in for a pound. Hold it! What do you mean by a little tussle exactly? Oof. It was nothing, just a minor incident. The falso inspector, he was a real piece of work. Eh, Capo? What happened? Oof, it was a disaster. We give him a nice room, and what does he do? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilator. Can you blame him? We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again. Can you blame us? Wait! You didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you? What do you think we are? Of course not. I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room. That's the voice? That's the voice they have? Okay. Pursue that later. Where did that spaghetti sauce come from? Keep going. So there's really nothing more to it than that. And the following morning you let him go, you say? Correct. And it was an amicable parting. There was no trouble. See, we shake our hands and say, let's do it again. Not a whiff of perjury here. He spent the night in a nice room. It was nothing like a prison, really. I meant to press that, oops. Not much to go on, really. Your testimony does make me wonder, you know. What about this pocket watch belonging to the inspector, I mean? Ah, yes, the one he treasured so much, apparently. If he was confined but not restrained, as the witnesses are implying, he would still have been able to wind his watch. That's very true, yes. So did Inspector Gregson actually die while he was being held captive by these redheads? In which case, is it possible that these two young men are responsible for Inspector Gregson's... To be honest, I find that hard to believe. Perhaps we should try to find out exactly what happened. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo, yes. Get back to that one point to press him. You took away the man's freedom. However comfortable you make it sound, you were still holding him prisoner. If you were saying that, then I say this. There's something that takes away our freedom too. The lack of money. So we had the prisoners as well. All of us. Huh? No money, no freedom. This is the truth. It makes me mad. It makes me sad. What can we do? Well... If you feel so disenfranchised, take money to court. Though it'll cost you, of course. Oof, there you have it. You see, that is why we needed the Redhead League, to fight for justice. Perhaps he has a point. No, Mr. Naruto. All we did was to give the man a comfortable place to sleep for the night. And you say it was a prison, huh? Huh? Perhaps he has a point again. No, again, Mr. Naruhodo. You should have heard him snoring. But, if anyone was disturbed, it was at us. God, the jiggle in that kid's cheeks. On that man's cheeks. How old are they? Short record real quick. 25, 26. Okay, so they're not children. They're young adults, I guess. Alright, let's go and get them on that one pursue. Here it comes. Right here. Right. There it is.
Excuse me.
Excuse me? Mr. Terossi, is something wrong? Me? Something Mr. Durso just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about? Cavolo, at times like that, you don't have no one that have the capo after you, believe me. And I speak from personal experience. Personal experience? That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more. The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away. It's a shame you didn't manage it. But the capo here, he came after me like the turbine, and he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. As you have all the bruises to prove it. Eh, Capo? Bruises, you say? You wanna see, You wanna see my, fantastical bruises? That's creepy. That's creepy. That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you. What to do, I assure you I don't. I assure you I don't. You do, now. Oh Lord, if everybody wants to see, then I do it. Like a noose? I thought it was like that, but still. Echo, you see, I'm still very visible, eh? That red ring around your neck? You got that when you were dragged back to the house? See, the capo, sometimes he's... What? Okay, wait. See, the capo, sometimes he's very rough and... Are these guys together? I have a question. I said that's enough. Peppino's neck has nothing to do with what we are trying about here. You have my word. Yes. What is your opinion, Counsel? About this red ring around Mr. DeRossi's neck? I wonder. Does it matter? It's important. Mr. DeRossi, I'm going to have to ask you. To amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck. Aye, Capo, you see? Everyone is interested in what I say. Oh. Very well. You will amend your testimony as requested, Mr. DeRossi. You will amend you? Yeah, that's got to be a missing R there. There's no you will amend you. That's got to be a missing R, yeah. Typo. It's so rare to see typos in games. See, if you really want to know. You tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him and dragged him back. Like what he did to me, you see. Let's take a look at the evidence. Have we seen a picture of his body? We have not seen a picture. No, okay, Gregson's body's here. There's no way to tell here. Let's go ahead and press. Did we look inside this book? Yeah, we did. Okay, but again, what was in this? Because it's been a while. Okay, that. Okay.
Hold it!
Are you saying that red mark was caused by... You see, a bigger collar made from the leather. A leather collar? Kinky. Is this true, Mr. DeRossi? What? We had a St. Bernard some when I was younger. It is a souvenir from that time. It is a very strong chain. A strong chain? And you put that around your friend's neck? I'm sorry. I was so angry that he was leaving me alone. You did not have to tie the chain to a leg of the bed, though, eh? I would have not have tried to run again. Okay, that's definitely kinky. Oh, they... You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you? Treated a person like an equal. Is the capo his motto, eh? It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden. The capo is tough, but the capo is rough. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. So, the following morning, when you released the inspector, he had a ring around his neck just like me. Peppino, Servo's flats, leave it now. Now you know, the capo here, you don't want to tangle with him. But with the inspector, it's not so bad. How am I supposed to prove anything there? Okay, Lord help me, what am I supposed to do with that? We don't really see any mark. What the hell? Rift? What the hell? Moving weird. Oh, whatever. We don't see any marks on his neck, so I don't know.
Okay, this thing's drifting. What the hell? There. So this is normal. The stick is giving me trouble. Ah, crap. Okay. Have to buy new Joy-Cons. Okay, autopsy report? Anything about the neck? Nothing there. We had to do something here, but I'm not sure what. So let's go ahead and save first. Gotta scum save, because I am not sure what the hell to do here. It isn't. The picture, maybe?
Objection!
Yeah, it's the picture, because there's no mark on in the picture. So the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito. No, none. It was not like that. It was hardly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was homely. Oh, homely, okay. However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains. What inconsistency is this, Consul? I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson. You will see that there is no red ring visible around his neck. Eh? But that didn't make no sense. It was me who took the collar off of the man in the morning. And I saw there red bruises around his neck, just like I have. Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this victim's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi. Indeed, that is most peculiar. But we tell you, we say this from the beginning, many times. Peppino is right. The man in the photograph is someone different to the man we held captives at night. Oh, we didn't catch that apparently. Order! Which means someone else had Gregson's ID. It would appear, then, that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as an incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all.
Objection!
Now that works. If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself. Ugh. And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the red-headed leak in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely. The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies its explanation. But equally, if they actually encountered an inspector, how did that person come to be in possession of the real inspector's identification? Does the defense have some plausible explanation, Consul? The whole thing defies explanation. It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Miss Nadahodo. Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie. No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment. Also, why is that enrollment with only one L? Is that how you spell it? I thought it was two L's. Is revealed by information in the court record, I believe. Good gracious. Very tantalizing, Mr. Nadahodo. So why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. De Rossi and Mr. De Rossi? Rossi. It's obviously an imposter. Has to be an imposter.
Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson. In other words, your whole argument is up to now has been a waste of time.
Objection!
On the contrary, I haven't finished. What? There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is... who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification? See, that's right. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the couple dragged him from a pillar to a post with the dog collar. Buongiorno, Popino. I was not so harsh as you say, huh? So who was that the false inspector? Who was he? Clearly, the defense has an idea about that. About the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who did the witnesses encounter in the park, posing as Inspector Gregson?
I have an assumption. It's Vigil, but let's look at... Yeah, this guy looks even worse from this shot. Alright. I assume it's Vigil. Oh, wait! There it is, it's Gossip. Never noticed, did I? Or did I? Did I? It's right freaking there. Okay, let me get a drink of water as this goes.
Take that!
Goodness me, isn't that...
One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passersby.
Objection!
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses, is this the man or not? What has happened to his lip? Huh? See, this is a man not of the red-headed league, eh? He's looking for the twisted lip league, eh? No? Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead. It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising. Eh? What? The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand.
Order! Order! Bailiff! Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom. Immediately.
Yeah, there it is. Did you get punched there? Jeez. Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah, it looks this. The pride in Darasi is so weird.
Well, I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside him.
Now what's going on here, eh? I've always had this with me. It's a birthmark, isn't it? A birthmark, you say? I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you? Aye, something about an inspector again. But I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong as usual. Different voice, because I'm trying to do that Bugsy voice. You're denying all knowledge of it? Well, of course I am. Are you trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh? Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again. And you, Mr. DeRusso and Mr. DeRossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you? Do we have any choice? We are in bigger trouble, eh, Capo?
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
It means dilly-dally is what he means? Witness testimony. The inspector and identification revisited. The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man. That's right, see? You think we would have forgotten those grand lips, eh? We'll never leave Fresno Street, alright? I have no interest in any red-headed league. I'm all alone in the world, me. I've got no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that? Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry off a disguise with a face like this? That fat lip has to be a disguise, then.
It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
What I've been telling you, eh? There was no need for this pointless testimony. I just want to time with that guy, didn't I? That's right, I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street, all I know. How would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh? Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but...
A brief cross-examination, I think, Consul. Very brief.
Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something? I stand steadfastly at your side as always, Miss Nardoda. Cross-examination... Revisiting this? Okay, so it's 5 parts. Let me check something. I won't, hit R. I can't hit R? I can't look at people right now? I wanted to look at alright, this. Hair, eyebrows, hair, eyebrows, hair, eyebrows, hair, eyebrows. Same hair! Same eyebrows. Master disguise, apparently. We're dealing with a master disguise. Okay. Alright. I figured that part out. Let's do this thing. So you say, but how can you be quite so certain? There's no need to at your ends on the desk, monsieur. Surely the reason is obvious, one. Because I have never seen before these lips like these. Nevertheless, there's a clear red mark around Mr. Gossip's neck. And it looks very much like that left behind on the neck of your colleague by the prized collar. God, I hate the wording of these sentences right now. Mon Dieu, with your words, it is like you try to wring my neck. It does look very much like a neck, though, eh? No, this is a birthmark, lad. The biggest lips in London and a neck to die for. Hey, they broke the mold when they made me. It was the first time in my life. I feel lucky to have been born with red hair. And I thought being Japanese may just stand out in London. So you maintain that you've never seen this man before? Oui, Zissa. Siska, I don't know the hell. I swear to it by the flames in my heart. My hair. So fierce pride has outgrown the frustration with your hair now, has it? Trying a different take with the French guy, because I think I'm finding it's more of a deeper tone thing. Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either. That is what I'm saying. For some reason it makes me want to eat. How did Fabian call it? An eclair. Oh my god. You know, I've never seen the hair as black as yours before either. Likewise, I've never seen red hair like yours until I came to Britain. See, maybe it is a national trait. Maybe all the people from the Samantha country have a grander lips. No, lad, I was born right here on Fresno Street, and I've never left. Oof, that isn't a problem, see? So you definitely didn't go to the park on Live Street that day, Mr. Gossip? Now, how many times do you want me to say it, eh? Presence is this guy.
Hold it!
So, you'd heard of the Red-Headed League, had you? You don't get to name my gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going on from town. I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I even got Sam to cough up for it. Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts. Who knows? But as you can see, my own hair has not got a hint of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some part of town, no sir, not likely. Okay, interesting. Pursue that later. I see. That's what happens after I sold Sandwich that little tidbit at the Red-Headed League. He went and got himself some red paint from somewhere. God only knows where, mind. But just between us, he didn't have the gumption to dunk his head in it. I'm on, whoop.
Hold it!
You mean you have no family? No. I spend my days on Fresno Street peddling tidbits to the passerbys. Hoping just between us as this is, that eventually someone else with lips like mine will come along. I don't think so. You may be right. Trying to get Bugsy, but I'm just getting a different voice. Anyway, that mark on your neck is just too much of a coincidence for us to ignore. Well, that's a fella to do then, eh? If you don't believe me, where's an impasse? And there's nothing I can do about flick my lip. Oh my god. It looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I can produce some proof. You're basically saying I got dressed up and posed as some fancy inspector, aren't you? Well, it's beyond me how you think I could do that. Disguises.
Hold it!
Maybe you could, say, with a mustache or a beard to cover up that lip. Perhaps. But if I was going to stick some fake facial hair to cover up this fine specimen, I'd end up looking like his lordship over there, wouldn't I?
Pardon? I assure you my lips are entirely unremarkable. And I would ask you to not cast such scrutinizing looks in my direction, Counsel.
Sorry, my lord. My imagination got the better of me there. Well, Inspector Gregson did wear a mustache, of course. You're right, he did. So, perhaps he was hiding something else himself? He could barely have hidden a crumb in a mustache of that size. And anyways, the detective we spoke with had no facial hair at all. See, the capo is right. He was clean and shaven.
It certainly seems beyond the realms of possibility that this witness could have disguised himself as the victim.
It is. That's the extent of their testimony, is it? What's your feeling, Miss Naruto? Well, what Mr. Gossip says is undeniable. It would be all but impossible to hide those lips with any form of disguise. Perhaps yes, but nevertheless, the mark around his neck is equally undeniable. And it's identical to the one that Mr. Derossi has. Yes, that's true. But why does this whole disguise idea just keep playing on my mind? Haha, because it is a disguise. Alright, let's get over there and do that again. Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 3.
Hold it!
Here it comes.
So. Excuse me.
Is that so? I wish I knew that was the voice this whole time. Mr. Dussault. Oh, can I help you? Did Mr. Gossip's words just now lead you to remember something irrelevant, perhaps? It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something. Could be the headquarters of your Red-Headed League, yes? I visited an housing agent on Lime Street, and there I saw him. This man was paying money to the agent. What? Mr. Gossip with a housing agent? He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms. But no. You're mistaken, chum. I never left Fresno Street like I said before. You're mistaking me for someone else. Someone with the same face. No, the captain is right. I remember that too. He was paying the man with the banknotes. With notes? Well, like I said, that wasn't me. I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money. So I looked at the name on the papers. Oh, here it comes. Now, what name was written? Mr. Gossip? No. This man here lies. He tells you that he has no name. But in fact, his name is a Hugh Boone, huh? He's better than Mr. Gossip, but I think I see. There it is! No! There it is. His name's out. I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said, on Fresno Street, and that's it. I don't much like folk talking about my personal life. Indeed. And it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses. But I will. Very well, I shall respect your witnesses. Very well, I shall respect your wishes. The aforementioned name shall be redacted from all court records of this trial, assuming no objections. Oh, there's an objection. I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance to this case. Good gracious! Do you similarly object, Mr. Osogi? As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings. Well, I never. In what capacity? You forgot already? You, Boone. The name of the leaseholder of the room. Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room. I suggest, sir, that you start talking. Oh my god, bad cop. Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case, eh? So your real name is Hugh Boone? Well, just between us, I don't like to blow me own trumpet, but there's no finer peddler of tidbits in town. So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a fallen-down backstreet townhouse. You do? And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. I remember now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time. Hey? If either of us is vulgar, it is not to me. Think again, Peppino. Why didn't you bring this up before? It's like I told you before already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a tidbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned, no fuss. You will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boone. If I must. So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for since the body was discovered. Has been here under our noses all along. I rented the room where that fellow was found, it's true, for what difference it makes. Get him in. Let's get him now. Let's get him. We're hooking him. We're hooking him. So you live in that room, presumably, do you? No, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed in there. Just a desk. Then why would you want to rent it? Well, I don't think I should have to say, really. Then how about the notice board in there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have had access to. No, that board's not mine. The inspector must have brought it along. How? It's only the other tidbits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and that. People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there in your room? Well, obviously I have not the faintest idea. I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest. It seems to me that Mr. Boone, would rather as little as known about his room as possible for some reason. Yes, it does come across that way, and more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is actually his room completely changes things. In particular, there's one part of his testimony that's really bothering me now. That's how I'm finally going to undo this man. How do we get him on his wife? Hehe. Okay, so I know he's got a wife. How do I prove that here? Let's try that. Okay, scum save. Wherever we catch him, that's where we're gonna stop. Let's believe this is it right here, because that's from his wife, so here we go.
Objection.
Nope, that ain't it. Try it here?
Objection.
Nope, that ain't gonna work. Maybe we press him on the kinfolk thing, then we present it there. Maybe that's how it works. Press.
Hold it.
You mean you have no family? No, none at all. So I spend my days on Frozen Street peddling tidbits to pass by. Hoping, just between us, that eventually someone else with lips like mine will come along. Okay, but I know I have a contribution to this. So how do I hit him on it? He's got a wife. Here, looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I produce some proof, yeah. Let's try it here.
Objection.
Nope, doesn't work. Oh, right, we're not there yet. He's Hugh Boone, but he's not Mr. Vigil yet. Wife's name is Vigil. We haven't proven that Hugh Boone is Vigil. That's where I'm messing up. I'm stupid. There's what I gotta use, son of a bitch. There it is. There.
Objection.
Fudge me. There it is. Okay. Next time. There. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Yeah, we haven't proved Vigil's name. Hugh Boone is Vigil yet. That's what we haven't done yet. Oh my god. Okay, we did it. We're there. We made it. We're in a better spot now. If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, and then we'll do it next time. That's it for now. Oh my god. That took some getting there, but we found it. And now we're gonna prove that he's Vigil, and I don't know what's gonna happen from there. Is he the killer? That's the question. Well, why would he be? That's the question as well. But that's it for now. I have fun. Hope you have fun watching. That's what's up, Bowser. Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.